Hello everyone, this is Dinkar Divagaran, founder of SoftwaresForever.com. In this video, we'll try to understand the project management basics. First, we'll understand the definition of project. A project is a temporary and unique endeavor designed to produce a product, service, or results with a defined beginning and end. So, what is the difference between the project and operation? Project is a temporary and project will have start and end as well. But regards to operation, it's a continuous activity or ongoing activity. It's like the day-to-day operation. So there will not be any end. It's like day-to-day the operations to be managed. So the project is like maybe the software or the if you're in a building construction, it's like one constructing a building. It's like there will be like a foundation. You have to complete your uh, each level of maybe the concreting. You have to the finishing of the building. So the handing over the building to the customer. So there are multiple steps on that particular part, right? So that is called the project. Like you have one starting as well as the end, that is the closure. Okay, so what is project management? Project management is the process of leading the work of a team to achieve all project goals within the given constraints. This information is usually described in project documentation created at the beginning of the development process. The primary constraints are scope, time, and budget. Who is project manager in simple words? A project manager is the person responsible for leading a project from its inception to execution. This includes planning, execution, and managing the people and the resource and scope of the overall scope of the project. We'll understand some terminology used in the project management. The first thing is the scope. Scope is the overall project goal. Okay, so scope is defined the feature and the functions of a product or the scope of work needed to finish a project. It's like the scope is documenting a list of specific project goals, deliverables, tasks, costs, and deadlines. Timeline is a detailed schedule of your project. Another terminology is work breakdown structure. It is also called as WBS. WBS is a hierarchical and incremental decomposition of the project into phases, deliverables, and work packages. It is like a tree-like structure which shows a subdivision of effort required to achieve an objective. Another term we usually use is the baseline. The baseline is one of the most popular project management term among project managers. A baseline is used to measure the performance of the project. As you know, there are three baselines in a project management. So one is schedule baseline, cost baseline, and scope baseline. And another term is stakeholder. Stakeholders are the people engaged and influenced by the project. Some of the stakeholders cover every section of the organization, whether some have limited scope. So mostly the stakeholders are like our client, are representing our clients and also our management. They both are the stakeholders of the project. So another term is risk mitigation. At the beginning of the project, it is important to know the risk that surrounds the project, because you can change your plan or can choose some other options to avoid the risk occurrences. So initially, when you identify the risk, there are a lot of chance like you can mitigate that and it will not affect your project timeline. Another term is change management. The purpose of the change management is to manage the change that occurs during the project. So if there is any change needs to be done, then you should get an approval from your stakeholders, and as per that you have to make the changes in your project management plan and the deliverables, and also it will affect your timeline as well, also the cost. Another thing is the cost estimation. Cost estimation is The one of the most popular project management term among project managers, cost is the factor which is the most important for any business. It can impact profit and time duration of the project. So cost estimation is the key method which is used to calculate entire project cost. So the next things we have to understand is the stages of project management life cycle. So there are 5 stages of project management life cycle. One is project initiation, project planning, project execution, project monitoring and control, and project closure. So we'll understand more about project management life cycles in the upcoming videos.